Rock Show, episodio 8, season 2, episodio 8. What's happening, people? How goes it? Yeah, it's being a little silly today because it is Friday, the TGIF, that's right. People are down for a very nice holiday weekend, I would imagine. Slightly overcast at the moment, which is kind of nice, although it does humid things up. That is the one thing that we say here in the desert that at least we have going for us. It's a dry heat, right? Well, yeah, with all this cloud cover. I don't know, kind of turns into a double-edged sword. So, once again, welcome. Bienvenidos, people. This is the Jaime and Fuego Rock Show, and as I mentioned in my silly singing, this is episode 8, y'all. And, episode 8 of the second season of this show of mine, this local spotlight, where I basically choose who I think is the raddest band that is going to be playing a live show in the Phoenix metro area today, and I give them a little feature, a little rub, just the spotlight, so to speak. And the band that I'm talking about today is a very, very cool group of cats called Crystal Haze. And they're actually going to be getting down at a place that I've never been to since I don't venture out to the East Valley as often, especially out to Chandler. But apparently there's this real rad place called the Draft House on the Reef. And that's actually where Crystal Haze are going to be playing this evening. Their sound is akin to... it's tough. It's a hard rock sound, but it's got some swagger to it. It's got some groove to it. I hear a little bit of the Allman Brothers in there. One of their contemporaries here in the Phoenix scene called Hogjawed. There's a little bit of swampiness to the hard rock, but Crystal Haze, they have a sound all their own. Fantastic guitar work, and that's what you're actually about to be privy to right now. In just a momento, aren't you all stoked? Aren't you excited? You should be. And that's because you're about to hear the song that really stuck out to me on their self-titled debut. It's called Revolt. So it's a title that really just kind of lets you know that there's going to be kind of an uprising of sorts. It's music that's going to raise those energy levels and really get your head nodding, and it's some stupendous stuff. So without further ado, I will leave all of you to listen to the sonic stylings of Crystal Haze with their track Revolt. Check it out.
The world united with the flame.
what I mean? Some grooving stuff, right? Makes you want to get moving. At least it does for me, and I hope that that feeling is contagious. So once again, peeps, that was Crystal Haze. That was their track, Revolt, coming at you. So they're going to be once more, just a healthy reminder for everybody, at this righteous place called Draft House on the Reef, which is in Chandler. Basically, it's 393 West Warner Road, which is in between Alma School and Arizona Avenue. So for anybody making, kind of a journey out to the east side, if you're coming from, perhaps the Midtown downtown area, the central hub, or from anywhere else, but, that's where I hang my hat at least. So, and if you are making the journey, I urge you to, or even if you're just contemplating it, because, most of those lucky business types in the suits and such working in offices, they have a 4-day weekend, those lucky ducks, so probably won't be too trafficked up on the freeways or anything like that. So I urge all of you, get yo keistas out to the Draft House on the Reef so you can hear Crystal Haze. I believe the performance is free. I was on Reverb Nation looking at it. It wasn't 100%, but if anything, it might be just a couple buck cover, if anything. So, and Crystal Haze, you can check them out on iTunes. I believe they're on Bandcamp, all kinds of other social sites where you can toss down some ducats at some awesome local music. That's actually where I purchased their self-titled album, which came back in 2010. And so the track that we heard, Revolt, that's what that originates from. So I want to extend the grande gracias, as I always do, and always urging people to please subscribe to this show so that I can get just a little bit more momentum going, get that snowball rolling downhill bigger and bigger, and then I can get obviously more people listening and more attention to every band that I think is worthy of featuring, because we have such a fantastic local scene here, so diverse. I cover pretty much everything from crazy death metal to country folk to hard rock, punk, alternative, indie, you name it. I try to just span the gamut, and feature just a little bit of everything as opposed to pigeonholing myself. Although I do have a soft spot for the harder and the heavier, I like it all. I just do. I can't stick myself just in one genre at all times, because what is it that they say constantly? That old cliched saying, variety is the spice of life. So get yourself out there. Get out to Chandler. Get out to the Draft House on the Reef to scope out Crystal Haze tonight. I urge all of you, as I said. And thanks for all the support. If you want to check out my articles, I'm going to have one actually about the Summerland show, which is featuring Everclear Sponge live. That's going to be tomorrow night actually at the Marquee Theater. So I'll be out at that covering that. I would most definitely be at this show to scope out Crystal Haze tonight if I wasn't doing the whole day job thing, working in a restaurant, stacking those ducats so that I can actually have this free time to work on this awesome show when I'm not writing for Examiner.com, which is where you find all of my articles. So if you Google Jaime and Fuego, you'll find my writings on there. You'll also find this YouTube channel, so you can do that subscribe stuff, the aforementioned thing that I was just speaking of. Yeah, and also the social media, which we all know is this necessary evil that all of us need to, stay connected and whatnot, but there are some pros to it. It's not just all cons and lameness and so on and so forth. So you'll find me on Facebook. You'll also find me on Twitter. You want to give me some feedback, talk smack, whatever. I got thick skin. I can deal. I can hang. It's all good. Or if you have somebody specific you think is worthy of being featured, the only stipulation is they have to be local, so somewhere in Arizona, and they have to be playing in the Valley, so the Phoenix metro area. I'm not urging people to drive up north to Sedona or Flagstaff, as nice as that would be, right? Or down south to Tucson. It has to be here in the Valley. So I hope to hear from all of you soon. Peace out, y'all. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, and I have a sneaking suspicion you're going to be hearing more from me mañana. All right? Have yourselves a great evening, y'all. Laters.